How'd you guys end up like in the shelter?
In the shelter?
Yeah.
I was renting, I had a 2 bedroom and I wasn't getting enough hours in where I was working, so I decided to rent a room in my home. And when I came back, because I went out of town for a little bit, found out the guy didn't pay his portion of the rent. I had an eviction notice on my door, and my house was wiped out clean of everything. The guys stole all my stuff, so I ended up homeless. I went to go stay with my mom. She ended up passing away, so I went homeless again this last year. So I've been in and out of shelters from California to over here, back home. So that's how I ended up homeless.
I had an apartment and I gave it up to go help my son in Orange, Texas because of the disaster Harvey. When I came back, I had lost my apartment and now I'm starting over again.
And how'd you guys end up here in El Paso?
Well, first of all, me and my husband, we had been actually in Orlando, Florida for about 16 and a half years. We went to Oklahoma City to be with my daughter and my grandkids. Then we've been traveling. We went to carnivals, we've been, different places. We just happened to be in Houston. We heard they had jobs down there, like factory work and stuff, because I grew up there too. So we went down there to see about getting jobs. No such luck. So we wound up on the streets. We left Houston probably about a month or two before Hurricane Harvey hit. Went to Austin. Heard they did better for senior citizens who went down there. And found out it wasn't quite what we thought it was, so we lived on the streets there. And found out it was too expensive, so we knew we could never get a place. So I go online sometimes on the computer and I start looking for places that are probably be better for us. And that's how I wound up in El Paso, because I'd heard they had a lot of places here that would help people, especially seniors. So we came here, and that's how we wound up here.
Me and my cousin were driving a truck and he had a stroke. He ended up with no truck, no job, and no place to live. And a person we'd met told us to come here to this place and they would help us get on our feet. That's how we got here.
Homeless.
I guess we can start from like last year. In September, I got raped and stabbed. He stabbed me in my neck and then stabbed me somewhere else. So I lost a lot of blood. So I ended up losing my job and I was in the hospital for about a month or two. Then I started kind of getting mentally not stable. And it really didn't hit me till December when I ended up coming back, when he came back again. And my ex-girlfriend actually ended up stabbing him in the face and in the back. They found him, everything was fine, you know. But like, we went through some stuff in our relationship and ended up losing my house, my car, my job. I lost everything. That's when I got raped again on a live Facebook video here in El Paso by my best friend and her boyfriend at the time. And I kind of wasn't able to go to work because I got so sick mentally. So then my ex-girlfriend at the time was living with me. My grandmother ended up stealing $1,000 and ended up bailing her out of jail. And she basically ended up having me lose my family, my job, everything I cared for. So then me and the female you saw me on the couch with ended up here together.
Your childhood from, I don't know if you guys want to talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I had a pretty good childhood. I was an only growing up, I was an only child. It was pretty decent. I can't complain about it. When I grew up, that's when I found out that I had more family than what I thought. So so more sisters and brothers. So
I was in and out of social services care most of my life. Let's see, I was abused and stuff like that quite often when I was younger, so I didn't have a very good childhood. But I did have a childhood through my children when they were small, so it's kind of like I'm not saying that I didn't act like a mother with my children, because I did, but you know, all the fun things that kids do and playing with them, it was like having a childhood for me with my children. So other than that, no, I mean, I didn't have a very good one, and that's about it in a nutshell.
Growing up, like about like your childhood up until I guess high school, how was that for you?
It was, I don't know, like if you could say normal, but like it was alright, I could say. It wasn't like, you want me to go into detail about it?
If you want, yeah. It's you.
So like, I think for me, like the earliest was like pre-K, and that's when I first got raped by my foster brother. So like I was always in and out of foster care. My mom was partying, drugs, she was getting jumped. My uncle was fighting my grandfather. My great-grandmother, who's 90 now, at the time had 2 open heart surgery, so it was very rough at home. And you know, like kids will go to school and it's like, oh, school's gonna be, no. It was nothing like that for me. I was like that one kid that would get bullied all the time. Teachers were picking on me. My elementary school principal actually almost tried to stop me from graduating elementary. My grandfather, the one that got arrested for child molestation, he would go into the school and like fight back. He'd be like, what's your problem? Like, she's a little girl. She doesn't know better. Like, we didn't know much about mental illness either. So we thought the way I was acting was normal. So everything kind of like was all over the place until like I was in and out of foster care. You know, my dad was beating me or I was being beat by my mom. Drugs. I got molested by my stepsister for 2 years straight. I did tell somebody, but she ended up telling my stepsister, who took a video of me getting dressed and showed all these guys at Carolina Skate Park. So a whole bunch of people saw me naked when I was like in 6th grade. It was gross, and then that's when my grandfather actually got arrested and I was forced to go live with my mom. It was good until the alcohol came in. Alcohol came in, it was like every night there was beatings, not on me but on my mom. She was getting beat. My cat was being thrown across the room. There was one night I could remember he grabbed my TV and banged it on the floor. It basically didn't stop till I was a freshman in high school and I got kicked out for eating a frozen dinner at the house. And it got bad one point where they both got drunk and she just had a knife to her wrist and she's like, I'ma fucking do it. Sorry for my language.
Okay.
And then my stepdad was just like, do it, bitch, die. And he's laughing. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, my grandmother had just this, the reason I got this tattoo, she had passed on my birthday that year. So I was like, okay, no, she's just losing it. She was pregnant with my brother at the time. It was just so crazy. It's like, no, so I need to call the ambulance because, you know those big ibuprofen bottles, like these big?
Mm-hmm.
She took a whole bunch of them. So I called cops. She went to the hospital, got her stomach pumped, and then I got grounded for 2 months straight because I called the cops for help. So it was like pretty like, it's really not normal. But once I like hit Job Corps and I got my education, it was pretty good until I went back home. And that's basically where everything kind of downfall, just being back at home and everything.
So, growing up, what did you want to be when you grew up?
What I want to be when right now, I always wanted to. You see, when I used to have my good vision and everything, I used to write poems, write things, and I wish to I wish my poems or my writing that I had from the past, I wish to make it song, make it song, songs. Why not? I don't want to be famous. I just want to hear it on the radio, something like that, to left something for somebody.
So, as a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
When I grew up, I don't know. I kind of always liked to basically just help people. Firefighter type thing. Just basically all around. Just kind of meet people, help people, do things for different people.
Cuando eran niños, ¿cómo era eso?
Bueno, pues al menos yo pues tuve una infancia muy cruel, podríamos decirlo. Porque mi mamá me dejó de 3 meses con mi abuela, yo me crié con mi abuela y pues me crecí. A los 7 años me vine de mi pueblo a San Pedro Sula y pues ahí conseguí trabajo y me quedé trabajando. Ahí estudié trabajaba en la mañana, de 3 de la mañana hasta las 11 de la mañana, y de mediodía abajo iba a la escuela. Salía a las 6, 9 de la noche. Y pues gracias a Dios saqué mi primaria, luego me gradué de perito, y después de eso llegó CADER AID, se llama Centro Asesor para el Desarrollo de Recursos Humanos de Honduras, es del estado de Utah, la base aérea del estado de Utah. Unos americanos eran los maestros, y pues sí me gustó y me metí. Primero empezaron con el sistema modular de práctica, teoría y todo eso. Luego ellos abrieron donde yo trabajaba era una escuela de artes y oficios se llamaba. Ahora se llama Centro Técnico San Pedrano. Allí había computación, había electricidad, soldadura, ebanistería, carpintería, o sea, lo mismo, ¿no? Pero talla en madera son igual, pero son distintos. Entonces, habían varios oficios. Y yo, pues, como ya había salido, ya me había graduado y quería aprender, pues allí aprendí varios oficios. Electricidad, refrigeración, o no sé cómo le llaman acá. O sea, sistema de aire acondicionado y varios oficios. Y luego, pues, de ahí viajé acá a Estados Unidos y compré unos camiones de carga. Me fui para Honduras de regreso, estuve trabajando allá. Luego, pues, me iba bien y empezaron los mareros, empezaron a extorsionarme. Y primero empezaron con 500 lempiras, luego con 1000, 1500, 2000, hasta que llegaron a una etapa de 25,000 lempiras por semana, cada viernes. Entonces yo ya no pude, les dije que ya no podía, entonces vinieron ellos y me empezaron a quemar los carros. De ahí me quemaron a mí con todo el carro. Y gracias a Dios, pues, me salvé, o Dios me salvó, hizo el milagro en mí. Y todavía sigue haciéndome milagros. Y para algo bueno me dejó, porque pues, de ahí pues me curé de las quemaduras y todo. Y me ubicaron otra vez ellos porque yo empecé a seguir trabajando. Y me dijeron que si no pagaba la renta, que me iban a matar a mí y a mis hijos, porque mi esposa ya no estaba conmigo, me los dejó y pues yo seguía adelante con ellos y estaba curándome y cuidando a mis hijos. Y luego cuando me dijeron que me iban a matar un sábado, entonces yo vine y me vine, saqué a mis hijos y los dejé en otro lado y me vine yo para acá. Salí a las 12 del mediodía el 20 de enero, fue un sábado, y pues gracias a Dios estoy acá.
Were like your dreams as a kid?
Probably want to be a millionaire, which that never happened. I was foolish to even think that. But every kid has a dream. Some want to be a rocket scientist. Some want to be a policeman. Me, I wanted to be a millionaire. I don't like suffering. But if the good Lord wants me to be where I am, then that's His call. I leave it up to Him. I just make the best out of it. Yeah.
What's your name?
Melody.
Melanie.
On your basket, focus on your life, focus on what you have to change. With you, it's hard to change, but with God, all things are possible. God is always good, ladies. Always good. Yes, He is. He's protecting you. He's getting closer to you. He wants you to come closer to Him.
Up anywhere you want right now? Like, let's say you go to bed and you could wake up wherever you wanted. Where would you want to wake up?
Where would I want to wake up?
Or where would you want to be tomorrow? Anywhere in the world?
Anywhere besides here. You know, I just in a palace someplace. That'd be fine with me. I'm just happy-go-lucky. Doesn't make no difference to me where I end up as long as it's a good place. You know.
Now, if you could you go to bed today, right? Let's say tomorrow you could wake up wherever you wanted in the world. Where would you want to wake up?
I would want to wake up somewhere in the forest. I'm very one with animals. I want to be able to like be where it's not so rainy but not too hot. I can basically help all the animals I can and just give them shelter and basically anywhere I can be with animals, all kinds, exotic.
To wake up anywhere in the world, what would that be?
If I want to wake up,
If you fall asleep tonight and you wake up in the morning, where would you want to wake up at?
with my mother and brothers. Yeah,
And where do they live?
in heaven.
What's something that makes you happy?
It was my dog, my puppy. My dog died today. So like it was the only like today I've had such a bad day here at the shelter. I tried to fight everybody today.
I'm sorry.
But it's okay. She was the one thing that I had hanging on there, the one thing that didn't bring me over the line.
What makes you happy?
That's hard to answer. I like to be a mother boy. And I can hold myself. Sorry for crying, but
It's okay. It's okay.
I like to be a mother boy and his mom. They're in Georgia. And I'm trying to get a job to where I can bring them here to El Paso. But I'm not getting any help from her or anybody. I have to do it all myself. And I'm trying. You know, I go to Monaghan, Texas, and for $10 an hour, and I pick tomatoes and cucumbers, and I work in a greenhouse, and that's about what my life's been, you know. And I'm waiting to go back there, you know, because I did some things wrong last summer, and I got fired, and they said, well, whatever you did, don't do it no more and you come back. I said, okay. So I know what I did wrong, so I told them, okay, no problem. I won't do what I did back then. Then I got mixed up with some other guy, you know, as a friend, and he led me down the wrong path, and I got in trouble. You know, and he owes me a lot of money, which I'll never see. I went to Orlando, Florida with him, and he threw me out of his mom's house the day after we got there. And you might not think it's a miracle and God doesn't work, but he does.
Do you want to tell anybody, like any of our classmates, anything?
Stay in school, get your education. Because if not, you will regret it.
People who are going to be watching this would be like our classmates. Is there anything you want to tell our classmates watching this?
Well, to be good in life, to be cheerful. You know, like I'm suffering right now because I don't have nothing. I don't have really nothing. I just have 50 cents right now in my pocket. Well, to share everything with somebody that doesn't have nothing. And if you have good vision, just take care of it. They said that eating carrots, it's the best to have good eyes. But all my life I've been eating carrots, and I have this sickness in my eyes. That's all I want. That's all I want to have on life. I know that I'm losing my vision, but people that have good vision has the world on his hands. That's it.
Anything else you want to say? Anything at all?
Nothing.
Alright. Well, thank you.
Okay.
We appreciate it. Thank you. The people who are going to be watching this will pretty much be like our classmates. Do you want to tell them anything?
Don't ever be ashamed if you're homeless. It's just, you're down on your luck. You know, it's just a person down on their luck. Some people choose to stay like this, you know. But, I mean, anybody can become homeless. Anybody.
Yep.
So never judge anybody, and just always try to do the right thing, you know. If you have to give, well then give. But if you don't, then don't. God knows. God knows your heart. And God bless you if you do help out. And that's all I can say.
For everyone that's in school, strive for what you're going for, succeed, and we wish you the best. You become homeless in certain circumstances or situations you cannot control, but try your hardest not to. Okay. Thank you.
Will be like our classmates.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say? Tell them? Want to tell them anything?
I guess just don't lose hope and faith. Like, I know it's the most horrible, like, not the most horrible, but like the worst thing to say to some people when they're like, oh, but I can't. But it's like, you really can, because I mean, I'm not finna lie, like, I have my marks right here from when I tried to commit suicide. I have them on my leg. Like, some people are just like, it's because you don't know what it's like. It's like, yeah. At the same time, like, you can always, and people are like, well, you don't know what it's like. You can always just tell them, like, I don't, but there's situations I've been in, you know? And I guess just, like, no matter what, you just gotta stay positive. I mean, I'm here in the shelter and stuff. Like, it's not the best place to be. Like, it's not the best place for anybody to be or my situation, but I'm still happy, you know? Like, even though my dog had passed, like, I'm still managing to laugh and, like, act like nothing's facing me. It's like, it's just, like, just gotta have faith in something. Like, for me, it's my future. I'm really set on the future. Like, I'm actually wanting to do the Army, so I have my heart and head set on that. So it's just, like, just don't give up at times. Even when you feel like, you're like, damn, I can't do this. I'm going to go off myself. I'm going to go take that drink. I'm going to go do this drug. Don't do it. Like, I mean, if you do it, be safe. But, like, just don't. There's always a way out. Especially for the people that are selling drugs on the low just to pay for school. There's another way to pay for school. You don't got to go out here in the streets, hustle these drugs. You don't got to go out here and, you know, especially with them females, you don't got to go out here, do what you got to do to pay for school. Like, you'll go to school. Just got to find another way out. Just hope, pray, and have this faith, basically.
Alright, so the people who are going to be watching this is basically like our classmates. Do you guys have anything that you want to tell them?
Uh-huh.
Get your education and no smoking.
Yes, please. You know, because smoking, for one thing, it doesn't stunt your growth, it stunts your lung growth. And it's not good for you. Stay out of drugs, stay in school, get a very good education. Because one day you're going to be running this world. And we want to make sure it's done, run right. So everybody get an education. And don't let anybody try to convince you of something you don't want to believe in. Always believe in with your heart and soul. That's what is right. Don't listen to anybody that's going to try to teach you wrong.
Pretty much covered it.
Okay.